perfect. I was getting every single thing until that point when I freaked out, and that point I failed. So then again, I say concentrate on the road, focus on what you are driving. Don't let whatever they are judging, whatever they are assessing, whatever they are recording get to your head. Lock up that head. I've been meaning to do this video a long time, okay, but then I keep forgetting, and someone recently reminded me, so here it is. And I hope you guys find it very useful, very valuable, and do not forget to subscribe, of course, if you are new to the channel. Okay, thank you so much. Anyways, let's get into the video, guys. How to pass your driving test in Australia. I made a video a long time ago where I actually shared my experience taking the New South Wales driving test. It was hectic. These people dealt with me, okay, for lack of a better word. If you have ever failed driving test before, you know exactly what I'm talking about, okay. This stressed the heck out of me, but eventually I passed. I want to give you guys all the tips, and yeah, without wasting much time, let's head right into this video, okay. So number one on my list is don't take the test when you are not 100% prepared, okay. This cannot be overemphasized. Before I took the test, I was already driving for like 3 years here in Australia, not even outside of Australia. I was already driving for 3 years. I felt like I know everything about driving. I know how to maneuver. So let me just say that anything that is put into test becomes harder, okay. It is very difficult knowing that somebody is judging your every move, like literally every move you take, somebody is judging it. This is why it becomes harder. So I went into the test the first time thinking that, oh, I know everything about driving, I've been driving for years, blah 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 blah. Then these people humbled me, okay. So I had to go look for a trainer who actually put me through. There's a reason why they are called trainers. They have the tips, the tricks to passing this exam or this test, okay. Make sure that you book a trainer before going for the test, okay. So number two, I feel like this video is going to be so long because I don't know what I'm seeing on the screen already, and I haven't even scratched the surface, so just bear with me. If you really need this information, sit back and make sure that you watch to the end. You will not regret it, okay. So number two is choose the right time and date for your test, okay. Check the weather forecast. As of the time when I was doing my own test, it was quite rainy, so what I did was to check the weather forecast, make sure that it's not on a rainy day, because when it's raining, one, visibility is reduced, two, braking becomes a lot more harder. So yeah, when it's raining, you're trying to figure out how to use the wiper, you are just juggling a lot of things. So when it comes to time, make sure that you book it when the road is usually not busy, okay. Somewhere around 10:30 to 12, okay. And if you book it around like 7:30-ish, that is when the road is so busy, people taking their kids to school, people rushing off to work, they are not patient, the road is busy, it is chaotic. Or if you book it around 3-ish, 2:30, that time that people are coming back from work, is going to be the same thing, chaotic, busy, and you don't want that. So number three is choose a familiar car, okay. You can actually ask the trainers that you want to use your own car, okay, when they are doing the training. Or if you don't have a car of your own, you can just use, there's a package that these trainers run. They can actually take you to the center. If you feel like the presence of your trainer would help you a lot, make sure that you go with your trainer, run the package of them training you and also taking you to the center, okay. The way you should sit in your car, you should be a bit far off. You shouldn't be too close to the steering wheel like you are like this. And also don't put it too far away that you will not be hanging like this. Just make it comfortable. Make sure that when you are sitting, like the way you are sitting in the car, you look comfortable, you look confident, you are not on the edge like this. Because if they see you like this, you're like, maybe this person doesn't know what they're doing. So make sure you adjust the car especially when you're driving your partner's car, guys can tend to have more space because they are taller, they are whatever. So make sure that you adjust your mirrors. Don't take the test when you are very desperate, okay? Because what this does is that it adds more pressure to you. You have a lot of pressure, you are not concentrating, and it can even facilitate your failure, okay? I'm saying this because from my own experience, okay, by the time I took my test, right, the time I took my test was when I had finished with maternity leave and I was trying to go back to work, and then my Nigerian license that I was using then was about expiring, so I needed to get another license. So I was like, let me just go ahead and get the full Australian license instead of trying to renew my old Nigerian license. I started thinking about that or pursuing that just like a few weeks before I resume work. Wrong move. You don't want that pressure, you don't want that desperation. If you are looking at resuming work or even trying to start up your job, make sure that you start pursuing this driving thing, the driving test, way long before you start your work, before you give birth, before I don't know what, depending on your own circumstances, right? So yeah, don't go there desperate trying to pass first go. Take your time and pursue this thing as early as you can, okay? Another tip is to practice within your test route, okay? When you book with a trainer, again, this is why it's important. You cannot avoid booking with a trainer because there's a lot of things that they know that you don't, okay? So they have test routes like where the test officer, the examiners will take you to. They know the street they will take you to. So practice within that area, okay? Practice within that area so that you get familiar with the road signs. At some point I already knew where the the stop signs are, okay? I knew where the stop signs are, I knew where the giveaway signs are, because these are actually automatic fail, okay? If you get to a stop sign and maybe you didn't see the stop sign, you are not familiar with the area and you just cross it, failed, okay? You are going home, that's the end of your test, okay? So it's important that you get familiar with that area. Also traffic lights, okay? Traffic light in that area, because some traffic lights, especially here in Newcastle or in most regional areas, you find traffic lights that doesn't have the right arrow or the signal for right turn, okay? So what happens is that when it is green, you move closer to the middle of the road, and then when the road clears there, you finish doing your right turn. So not all the traffic point we give you that green right arrow. Some places they don't have that, okay? So that's why you need to practice within your test route. You just get familiar, okay? You just get familiar with the route and it makes it easier for you on that day. So the next one is make sure that you can do the 3 maneuvers seamlessly, like comfortably, okay? So basically the maneuvers are kept-side park, reverse parallel park, and then the number 3 is 3-point turn, okay? So on that particular day you are going to be tested in 2 of those. So one that is mandatory is the kept-side park, okay? You have to do that and then you choose one more maneuver, either 3-point turn or reverse parallel park. And the reverse parallel park is actually the most difficult one for most people. It was for me. I don't know what some people say that 3-point turn is difficult for them. I feel like that's like easier than the kept-side park to me, okay? But it's different for everyone. But just know that you are going to be tested in 2 of those 3 maneuvers, okay? So again, this is very important. Don't be distracted by what the examiner is marking. Come closer. I need to shout this one into somebody's ears, okay? Make sure that you are not distracted by what the examiner is recording on their recording sheet or whatever. Focus. Okay, just focus. Remove your mind. I know that this is so hard to do, like you're seeing somebody judging your every move, somebody recording, doing blah blah blah, and in your head you are thinking bad, the person is just doing wrong move. It is not like that most of the time. Let me tell you guys, during one of my tests, right, because I actually did quite a few, I did not pass this the first time, I didn't even pass it the second time. So this is me just being very honest and vulnerable with you guys. These people showed me shege. I see a lot of people saying, oh, they passed first go, first go, first go. I did not pass first go. I did not even pass second go. Okay, so again, don't be distracted by what the examiner is marking. So when you are driving and the examiner is just assessing, like recording whatever there, don't be distracted by that, because that has failed me. Okay, so in one of my tests, I was just doing my thing, you know, like driving normally, doing all that I'm supposed to do, but then this woman was just recording what she did not rest. Every time her hand was going like this, just like, what is going on? And that got to me. Then I forgot everything I've learned. The woman was like, tapped me and was like, hey, stop. I was like, at that point, I was like, hey, Chimo, not again, Vera, not again. Like, that broke me. Okay, have you ever failed driving test? If you have ever failed driving test, let me know in the comment section how you felt. Like, it shatters you. I don't know the spirit behind it. Like, it is a lot. It does a lot of negative things to you. Failure in general does a lot of, it messes with your mind, it messes with your head. You start second guessing yourself, you start losing your confidence. Anyway, so that's how I went home that day. So, and when the woman got my test, when she was showing me like my score, lo and behold, everything she was writing was scoring me correctly, like excellent. I was getting every single thing until that point when I freaked out, and that point I failed. So then again, I say, don't concentrate on the road, focus on what you're driving. Don't let whatever they are judging, whatever they are assessing, whatever they are recording get to your head. Lock up that head. Like, say to yourself, everything this person is recording, everything they are recording is in my favor. I am doing amazing. Don't let them mess with your head. So another one which I feel like it has failed so many people is not exaggerating, you know, the head checks. Okay, make sure that you exaggerate. Emphasis on exaggerate, because these people can be tricky. Sometimes I wonder, are you not seeing that I'm turning my neck? Like, how would you say I did not turn my neck? Are you not seeing my head turn? Like, what is this? Exaggerate your head checks. Okay, so I want to give you guys like example. So when you are doing your head check, make sure you are doing like this 360, like this. So one thing is, so when I was with the trainer, when I failed it for the first time and went to get a trainer, when I was doing the head check, because the first time head check failed me. So when I was doing the head check with the trainer told me that I was acting weird. Like, this is too much, but it is better you do too much than do too little. And my tip for that head check, right, is if you are a guy, wear a face hat or face cap. Wear a face cap in such a way that it is very obvious when you turn your neck. Okay, so when you are wearing a face, I wish I can with a face hat or face cap. So when you turn your neck with a face cap, see, the examiner is sitting down like this. When you turn like this, it emphasizes what you are doing. Okay, the face hat, the face cap, it emphasizes what you are doing. If you are turning your neck like this, like the face hat is like this, you are turning like this, it emphasizes it. Okay, for ladies, you can wear a ponytail. Okay, because putting your hair on long ponytail, you know how long ponytail can do like this, or better still, wear an earring that's like a dangling earring or noisy earring that when you shake like this, when you turn your neck, you kind of do check, just so that they don't say that you did not do the head check. Because I came home, I was raking, I was raging, I was angry. I was like, how can these people say that I did not do head check when my neck is already paining me from turning? Like, what the heck? But then again, you have to exaggerate it. Okay, you just have to exaggerate it. So another thing is, don't hesitate too much. Okay, do not hesitate too much, especially when you come to roundabout. So once you watch and it is clear, just go. Okay, just look, watch, it is clear, it is safe, go. Okay, because what happens when you hesitate too much is people at your back, they don't give a flying F if you are doing your test or not. They have things to do, they have places to go, they have appointments to meet up with, and you are just sitting there looking and waiting forever before you go, and clearly the road is clear, but you are still like scared. Because the thing is, there will be no way, there will be no time that the road will be totally clear. Everybody will just be on standstill so that you pass. You only get, opportunities to go, and if you don't go, that opportunity has been lost. The examiner can only wait for you for maybe you hesitate for the first time, hesitate the second time, the third time, best believe the examiner is going to tell you, hey, for your move, you can go now. And once the examiner talks during your test, you have failed. So yeah, don't hesitate too much. Whenever it is safe, go. Okay, you always need to give safe space with the person in front. Okay, be it when you are stopping, like when you are stopping at the sign. Okay, make sure that you give a safe space. Don't go bumper to bumper with the person in front. Yeah, and even when you are driving, like you're following somebody, don't follow them bumper to bumper. That bumper to bumper. Don't follow them too closely. Okay, you get what I mean? Don't follow them too closely, because if they need to do like a sudden braking, you will not, like clash with them. This is actually an automatic fail. Okay, if you're following the person in front of you too closely, that can make you feel like it's an automatic fail item. Okay, you're supposed to give a good number of space between the person in front and yourself. Does that make sense? So another thing obviously is to dress appropriately. People are judged by the way they look. Okay, that is a human nature thing. Okay, in as much as we try to reduce judging people by the way they dress, okay, it is also a human thing that in their head they're like, oh, this person looks very clean, very confident, the person looks very organized, that's good. They will start judging you from that point. So yeah, it is what it is. People judge you by the way you look. So another thing is to get enough rest and sleep before your test. This is a bit cliche, but this is actually very important as well. Okay, so make sure that you are well rested. I know that sometimes when we have something coming up, especially me, I'm using myself as an example, when I have something coming up like an exam or anything, I usually don't even sleep well, because all my attention, all my mind, everything is in that thing. But trust me, that will do you more harm than good. Okay, make sure that you sleep, rest. You need that energy. You can actually break down. Okay, make sure you get enough rest and sleep, okay, before you head out for the test. So the final thing is to pray and stay calm. Stay calm is easier said than done. I know faith without work is dead in itself. So make sure that you put in the work, do your training, find an examiner, do your thing, and then leave the rest to God. Okay, I think that's basically it. I hope you guys pass. If you're going for this test, I hope and pray that you pass first go, especially after watching this video. But if you don't pass first go, it is not the end of the world. I did not pass first go, I did not pass second go, and I'm alive and I have my full Australian license. Anyways, I hope this video has been helpful. I hope it's been useful. I hope it's been insightful, informative. If you did enjoy watching, please don't forget to give me a thumbs up. If you're new to my channel, go ahead and subscribe to my channel. You don't want to miss any important info going on here, so please go ahead and subscribe. Okay, that's it guys. I am going to catch you in my next video. Okay, bye guys.